Hello, everybody, and welcome into tonight's broadcast. I am Samuel Reese, excited to be coming to you live tonight for semifinal number 2 of the college football playoff. Hope all of you are enjoying the final hours of 2021, and hopefully we can all enjoy what should be a good matchup between third-ranked Georgia and second-ranked Michigan. Earlier in the day, semifinal number 1, bit of a lopsided contest as Alabama were pretty much Alabama in a win against Cincinnati. So now we know the winner of this game here between Georgia and Michigan will take on Alabama in the national championship game 10 days from now, I should say, as we get ready for kickoff in Miami Gardens, Florida at Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Dolphins. It's the Capital One Orange Bowl, and I've been really looking forward to this matchup for quite a while now. Hope you guys sit back and enjoy the broadcast as we are just about set to kick things off. It'll be a 7:40 local time kickoff as we count down to 2022, which is in just about 4 hours from now if you're on the East Coast like myself. And it's a packed house, of course, at Hard Rock Stadium. In fact, it's a pretty even split when it comes to fans on both sides. Tonight's weather in Miami, 75 degrees and clear. Back in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where of course the University of Michigan is, it's 40 degrees and cloudy. Similar conditions here where I live in Massachusetts, but a beautiful night for football in Miami. It's a sea of red and yellow as we're underway in the second semifinal of the college football playoff. And Georgia will return it and hit hard at about the 20-yard line was Jalen Kimber. Well, here we go. Stetson Bennett, the 5'11", 190-pound senior quarterback from Blackshear, Georgia, ready to take the field. 2,325 pass yards this season, 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 251 rush yards as well. And so the Georgia quarterback is ready to go. And let's see what Michigan's defense can do. Its first test of the night. Michigan's defense headlined, of course, by Aiden Hutchinson, who's projected to be the number 1 pick in the NFL draft, as this is a strong run up the middle. On the carry there was Zamir White. So Zamir White picks up about 9. Look at the impact players tonight. For Georgia's offense, it's James Cook and Brock Bowers. For Michigan, it's the aforementioned Aiden Hutchinson, as well as linebacker John Ross. Here we go on 2nd and 1. Looking to throw his Stetson. He has a man open on the left side. That's caught on the move by Adonai Mitchell, I should say. Adonai Mitchell for the first down and more. And the Bulldogs move the chains for the first time tonight. Both of these teams come in to this matchup with 12-1 records. Michigan really out of nowhere had this impressive season. I certainly didn't see it coming heading into this year, but hats off to Jim Harbaugh and Michigan. And now they're trying to make it to the college football playoff national championship. Georgia are familiar with being on this stage. Their only loss came in their last game against Alabama in the SEC title game. And a long throw down the sideline. And making the grab is Brock Bowers, I should say. I beg your pardon. That's Brock Bowers, who I mentioned was a player to watch tonight. A leaping grab, and the Georgia Bulldog makes the catch and takes it inside the 25-yard line. We'll see where they spot this. They actually put it at the 20. What a big play. Stetson to Bowers. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. A quick swing pass. And once again, it's Brock Bowers for the Bulldogs with a nice catch and run. He'll pick up about 7. Georgia not wasting any time here on the opening drive of the game as they enter the red zone. Just over 2 minutes played, and the Bulldogs already in business. 2nd down and 3 on the way for Georgia. And Stetson Bennett giving orders to the rest of his teammates as he hands it off. A little bit of a hesitation move and stopped a yard short of the first down is Zamir White. That was a nice stop by Brad Hawkins. 3rd down and 1. What's good, Ben? Welcome into the stream. Yes, 400 subscriptions indeed. I really appreciate everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I appreciate the kind words, Ben. You were working and missed the Celtics. Yeah. It was a great win against Phoenix earlier today. Yep. Kind of out of nowhere, but I'll take it. Yeah, let me get the scoreboard up for this game. There we are. Here we go on 3rd and 1, and the play blown dead as Stetson Bennett took the snap. A timeout was already called by Georgia, in fact. Kirby Smart using his first. 11:29 left here in the opening quarter of play from Miami. And we'll step aside for a quick timeout. Michigan trying to make a stop. It'll be 3rd and short coming up next for Georgia as the Bulldogs are already in the red zone. Hello, everybody, and welcome back in. What's good, Yoshi Bros? Welcome in to the stream. Yeah, 2021 coming to an end indeed. It's kind of crazy. How do I feel I did? I feel like I did pretty well. Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed throughout the year. Putting together content, and I'm grateful that I hit 400 subs by the end of the year. That's awesome. When I started up my channel back in February, I think it was, when I transitioned from doing these streams on another website to YouTube, I didn't think I'd get to 400 subscribers in a 10-month span, basically. As on 3rd and short, it's a 1st down run for the guy who's been utilized quite a bit on this opening drive, and that is Zamir White. So a fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs, and Yeah, Ben. Yeah, you're spot on. Alabama and Clemson have been the best in recent seasons. Clemson were a bit uncharacteristic this season. They didn't do as well. They still had a decent season, but not in the college football playoff, as that's a swing pass caught by Bowers, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia, as the Bulldogs strike first on a 9-yard touchdown reception. Bennett to Bowers. And Georgia take a 6-0 lead in the Orange Bowl. Well, that did not take long at all for the Bulldogs. And it was really routine. It looked that way anyways on the touchdown pass. Bowers walking into the end zone. A 7-play, 80-yard scoring drive in just over 4 minutes. And the extra point is good as Georgia takes a 7-0 lead over the Michigan Wolverines. 12th touchdown reception of the season for Bowers. That's the most in school history for a single season. He's had quite the season. And Michigan will try to fight back as thank you, meowing on IV for tuning in again over on Twitch. And yeah, I really appreciate that. I'll definitely keep up the good work. Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well, Yoshi Bros. I missed that comment. Happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year to you as well, I should say. How have Notre Dame done this season? Pretty good, Ben. Yeah. Notre Dame had a pretty good season. They finished just outside of the top 4, which only the top 4 make the college football playoff, which, you know, some people have voiced their opinion against that. I wouldn't mind seeing it expanded, but yeah, Notre Dame, I think they finished 5th in the rankings actually, and they'll be in action, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow in their bowl game. Because if you don't make the college football playoff, there's a bunch of other bowl games that they have. Yeah, Notre Dame will play Oklahoma State tomorrow in the Fiesta Bowl, which should be a good game. Probably the best game outside of the college football playoff semifinals today, as that kick is into the end zone, and here comes Cade McNamara, the 6'1", 212-pound quarterback. Has had a 65 completion percentage this season, 2,470 pass yards, 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and he made it to the 3rd team All Big Ten as he'll try to lead Michigan's offense to an early touchdown, just like Bennett did for Georgia. And so here we go. The drive starts from the 25, and couple of flags thrown here as we have a penalty on Michigan's first play of their opening drive. Oh yeah, definitely, Ben. Yeah, college football has some of the best crowds in American sports, no doubt about it. Yeah, absolutely. Have I ever done a commentator payout stream? No, I have not. I've never done that, Yoshi Bros. I have not. It was a penalty against Michigan, so 5 yards, 1st and 15 now from the 20. 5 receivers wide for the Wolverines. McNamara against the blitz, trying to escape, and he does. He's going to run into plenty of open field and dives forward for a 19-yard rush and a Michigan first down. Well, if you didn't know McNamara was athletic, now you do. The mobility of the Wolverines quarterback on full display right there. Just saw the opening through the middle of the field and absolutely took off. Yeah, Yoshi Bros. I'm glad you noticed. I got the mic for Christmas. Yes, as Quinn says. Oh, look at this, a flea flicker back to McNamara and a short pass complete. And getting to the 43-yard line was Haskins. Well, a bit of trickery from Jim Boeheim early on, as Hassan Haskins made the catch underneath. And the tackle made by Georgia's Quay Walker. Walker, an inside linebacker for the Bulldogs. What's good, Ryan? Welcome in. Oh, look at this. Breaking free for a first down across midfield for Michigan was Donovan Edwards. Yep, Edwards, one of the go-to guys in the running game for Michigan, as this is another pass, this time to Edwards again, and he'll pick up 3 down the left sideline. Yeah, I am doing a college football game, Ryan. Now, the last 2 years I've done one of the semifinals and then the national championship game. That's when that's when I like tuning in. I mean, I do watch college football during the regular season, but I'm just not super invested to the point where I decide to to call games that often. So I didn't end up doing any regular season games. But yeah, once it gets to the college football playoff, I'm locked into these games, so I might as well call them as Haskins runs it for about 5 yards. It was Dean on the tackle, and third and medium coming up. Nakobe Dean, a junior for Georgia, 61 tackles on the season. Oh, is that right, Ryan? You're a writer for a Cincinnati football site, so you're a bit sad, but hanging in there. Yeah, I was disappointed, too, Ryan. I was disappointed, man. But it is what it is. I was hoping Cincinnati would pull off the upset. It'll be 3rd and 4. McNamara throws over the middle, but it was partially tipped. And unable to make the catch was Dalen Baldwin. It looked like Tyndall got a piece of it for Georgia, and it's 4th and 4 coming up for the Wolverines. In fact, I believe that was actually Nolan Smith who got a hand to it. And that's why the catch couldn't be made by Baldwin. Here we go on 4th and 4. The Wolverines 4 of 24 on 4th down conversions this season, and they're going for it here. Throw to the sideline, incomplete. Dropped by Eric All, and the turnover on downs will give the ball back to Georgia. Who is my favorite for this game, and who should win the Final Four? All right, yeah, I bet it was tough. It was a tough recap to write, Ryan. Ryan says Georgia will win it all. I honestly agree with him. I agree. I think Georgia are going to get revenge on Alabama in the final. So yeah, therefore, I think Georgia are the favorites for this game, even though they're the third-ranked team in the country and Michigan are second-ranked. I still have Georgia in this one, and then I agree with Ryan. I think Georgia pull it out in the national championship game against Alabama, but that would be a great game. But we'll see. We'll see if Michigan surprised me first and foremost in this one. As I'll step aside for this quick commercial break. After the break, Georgia will start their second possession of the night. They have a 7-0 lead in the Orange Bowl. And welcome back in, everybody. As sounds good, Ryan. Sounds good, man. I appreciate it. No worries if you can't stop by later, but I definitely appreciate you popping in here on New Year's Eve, last day of 2021. How about 1965? Georgia and Michigan met, and it was a 15-7 win for Georgia. Low-scoring battle in that one. Two legendary coaches, Vince Dooley for Georgia and Bo Schembelcher for Michigan back in that day. Both of them were around for a few decades in charge of these two programs, I should say. And so after the turnover on downs, Georgia take over at their own 41-yard line. All right, Ben, that's a respectable choice, as it's a swing pass out to the left sideline, and decent gain on the play as the catch was made by Ladd McConkey. Georgia's offense, average length of touchdown drive this season, 61 yards. That's the fourth shortest in the Power 5. That's quite remarkable. And so here we go on 2nd and 1 from the 49. Call it the 50. Right at about midfield. Stetson Bennett under center, is lined up to the right side is Jermaine Burton. And it's going to be handed off. And look at this! A great run all the way inside the 30 by none other than James Cook. An explosive run out of the backfield by James Cook, who just made a move to his right and took off. Ball placed at the 29-yard line. Stetson Bennett looking to throw, will go out wide, caught by Cook. Cook has some room to run, tripped up at the 22. Tackle there by Josh Ross. James Cook, by the way, is the brother of NFL running back Dalvin Cook, so that is a cool connection there. The two brothers, both running backs, James Cook will have to look out for in the future once he heads towards the next stage of his career, and maybe he'll face his brother in the NFL in a few years' time. Let's see. This is another pass out wide. Catch made, but stopped at the 20. Is Kenny McIntosh. Third down and short for the Bulldogs. How many of these guys will get drafted to the NFL? A good amount of them, Ben. Yeah. With these are two of the top teams in the nation. So, I don't know an exact number, Ben, but I'd say a decent amount, as that's a first down rush. Forward progress will be enough there for Zamir White. Yeah, I don't know an exact number, Ben, but yeah, as I say, pretty decent amount. Let me look up. Yeah, so like last year, Alabama and Ohio State were tied for the most with 10 picks. I thought it was more like 13 or 14. Oh, look at this! It's a throw to the end zone, and it's caught in the end zone! Touchdown, Georgia! That's Mitchell with the grab. A bit of trickery from the Bulldogs, as Kenny McIntosh made the throw, and Adonai Mitchell was waiting with the 18-yard catch. The Bulldogs have doubled the lead. Wow. As Bennett literally handed it off to McIntosh, and then McIntosh looking for the pass. Not a bad throw at all by the Georgia running back either. 13-0, a six-play, 59-yard scoring drive, and the extra point is good. 14-0 is now the score in the CFP Semifinal. The Georgia Bulldogs wasting no time in Miami. Back with more from the Orange Bowl after a quick break as Michigan find themselves in a 2-score hole already. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody, on a nice night in Miami. It's Georgia leading Michigan 14-0. A reminder that it's a great triple header on tap tomorrow, New Year's Day. Oklahoma State faces Notre Dame at 1 Eastern Time. Then at 5, it's Utah against Ohio State. And to wrap up the day at 8:45, Baylor will be in action against Ole Miss. So we got the Fiesta Bowl, Rose Bowl, and Sugar Bowl all on tap tomorrow. Some great non-college football playoff matchups as this kick is beyond the end zone for a touchback. All right, thanks, Mom. You love watching Hard Knocks, great viewing. Is there a similar show on college football? Not that I know of, Ben. Yeah, Hard Knocks is great. No doubt about that. I agree with you. I don't think they have... I mean, they might, but I don't... It's not nearly as popular as Hard Knocks if they have something. I think the individual programs might run their own, behind-the-scenes show, but nothing quite like Hard Knocks, you know what I mean? As this is a drive that starts from the 25 for the Wolverines, and it's a short 4-yard carry for number 25, Hassan Haskins, and J.J. McCarthy is now in at quarterback. This is interesting. The freshman from LaGrange Park, Illinois, steps in for McNamara. So Jim Harbaugh shaking things up a bit as he puts in the backup in McCarthy. Let's see how this goes. Yes, Quinn, that is my mom, as Michigan will hand it off, and Haskins tries to bounce off a tackle, but he can't get past the line of scrimmage. A nice tackle there by number 44, Travon Walker. And the Wolverines trying to get something going here on offense, but not having much luck. We'll see if McCarthy throws the ball this time. 3rd down and 5 for Michigan. 3.5 minutes remain in the opening quarter of play in this second semifinal of the college football playoff. Here we go. Dropping back as McCarthy gets it out quickly, and the throw to the sideline is caught. That's Baldwin for a Michigan first down. Kendrick pushed him out, and Michigan moved the chains and extend the drive. Well, that was great job, really, by the freshman quarterback for Michigan to get it out quickly because the pressure arrived in a hurry. Under 3 minutes to play now in quarter one. J.J. McCarthy has 2 receivers to the right. He's looking that way on the play-action pass, but instead he goes down. It's a sack. First of the game, and that's Beal. Well, yeah, that blitz from Georgia has been making McNamara act quickly. It was actually McNamara back into the game there, not McCarthy. I beg your pardon. And McNamara with not the warmest of welcomings back into the game, as it was a 6-yard loss on the sack, and now 2nd and 16 for the Wolverines. A tipped pass here, and it's incomplete. Applying the pressure was Quay Walker. I've mentioned his name already a few times tonight. Walker able to get his left hand to that one. All right, sounds great, Ben. Sounds great. Yeah, you have to get to work at 6 a.m., so you get some sleep. I know. Yeah, you're crazy, man. It's already, 1 in the morning for you over in England? Get some sleep, my man. And you have a wonderful 2022. I'll see you around, as that's a pass out wide, but a loss on the play after making the catch. Quickly taken down was Blake Corum. And the Wolverines with another disappointing drive. What's good, Murrieta? Welcome in. Happy New Year to you as well. And I'm glad the new mic sounds awesome. I'm glad. 4th and 18 now. First punt of the night here for Michigan. For either team, I should say, which comes from Michigan. And this will be a fair catch called for and made at the 25-yard line. So, with 1:10 left in the opening quarter, it's Georgia off to a hot start against Michigan. As welcome in Rude Boy TV. Thanks for stopping by. Rude Boy TV's cheering for Georgia. All right, well, it's looking good for the Bulldogs so far. They'll have the ball up by a couple touchdowns after this. All right, welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Welcome in, Nate. Glad to see you, man. By the way, for everyone tuning in, that was not my mom in the comments. It was another annoying person using an undercover profile and pretending to be someone else. So that's getting annoying, and I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it, but except blocking that user. So. It is what it is. I keep falling for it too, which is probably my fault. But this will be a 6-yard gain on the left sideline. But yeah, so that's frustrating, but it is what it is. As it'll set up 2nd down and 6. That was George Pickens, who in his last 2 games has had 3 receptions for 46 yards. The junior missed his first 11 games of the season with a knee injury. Yeah, I know, Quinn, and it's freaky because it's like, it's the profile picture of them, which I assume they get from online or whatever. But yeah, I do keep falling for the bait, but it is sadly convincing. Because yeah, I don't know. It's annoying, but whatever. Do I know who Betty White is? Yeah, vaguely. I heard she passed away today, I believe, at like 100 years old or something. That's what I heard, yeah. Offside called there, I believe, against Hutchinson. So it'll set up 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs. 28 seconds to go here in the opening quarter of play. Three receivers to the left for Georgia. Play action pass. That is caught, but Hutchinson is right there. And with the help of his fellow defenders, throws the receiver out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and about 1. No gain, no loss, it appeared. If anything, it was a loss of 1. Okay, Nate, I got you. Yeah, and that will bring us to the end of quarter 1 in Miami. 15 minutes down. It's Georgia 14, Michigan 0. Back with quarter 2 in this college football playoff semifinal after the break. Stick around. All right, welcome back in, everybody, as we roll on to quarter number 2, and it's a play-action pass complete. That's Pickens with the grab. Turner made the tackle. First down, Georgia, as the Georgia offense continues to move right along. And they'll move quickly to the line of scrimmage. Quick snap, and the pass was on, but the pass dropped as Washington tried to haul it in. It looks like he had the ball in his hands, but it came out at the last second. And taking a hard fall for Michigan was Brad Hawkins. Hawkins a little bit shaken up after the play. Second down and 10 coming up for Georgia. And Hawkins will be attended to by the athletic trainers. Tell you what, college football, now I'm remembering why I don't do a ton of games. I don't do that many games, I should say. It's because it is the hardest sport to hardest sport to cover in a way, because there's double numbers. There's nothing like that in any other sport. So there's tons of sequences where two players have the same numbers. One is on offensive player and the other is a defensive player, which I'm sure drives commentators nuts. And I'm finding that out the hard way, as I'll be back with more action. We've got an injury timeout, and I'll be back in a moment. It's not really funny, Nate. It's pretty annoying, actually. It's not funny at all to me, but it might be funny to you, but not to me. It's getting annoying at this point, and it's just whoever's doing it has to stop doing that, because that last comment is actually my dad. I know that for a fact. That's actually my dad. But I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back in. The national championship game will be Monday, January 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. What's good, Vaughn? Happy New Year to you. What am I looking forward to in 2022? I'm looking forward to a lot, man. Mainly just graduating high school and heading off to college. It's going to be a big year for me, but I'm looking forward to it, as this will be another swing pass by Georgia. The catch is made, and it's a strong run down the sideline for Kieris Jackson. Third and short coming up for the Bulldogs. No, I know, Nate, and yeah, most of you who tune in don't fool around like that. I don't know who it is, obviously, because I have no way of finding out, but as that's a 3-yard run for Georgia. McIntosh with the carry. But no, I'm just saying I don't find it funny. That's all I was saying. I find it annoying for the most part. Welcome in Jeffrey. Thanks for tuning into the broadcast. I just want to call games and have a good time, which most of you do. Trust me. But there's always the few people who have to, be annoying and try to ruin it, as this is a play-action pass, and trying to escape is the quarterback, and Stetson Bennett does just that. What a run. All the way down to the 27-yard line he goes. Stetson Bennett with pressure from behind, was able to escape, and another first down for Georgia. Quick pass out wide. A couple of screens here for Georgia's Zamir White. And White will pick up only a yard as it's 2nd down and 9. Here we go, 2nd and 9 for Georgia. Bennett looking to throw again, and a bit of miscommunication there as he fired one over the head of John Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, don't think expected that pass to be coming his way. You were thinking Michigan was good? Well, I mean, they are a good program, don't get me wrong, but Georgia are always going to be Georgia. I know they lost to Alabama in the SEC championship game, but this is a very strong Georgia team, and they're showing just why right now. The Bulldogs 4 for 4 on 3rd down conversions, and this is a 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bennett gets it out quickly, and it's bobbled and dropped ultimately by Fitzpatrick. He was the intended target on the last pass. This time he knew it was coming his way. Just lost focus, and the incompletion brings up 4th down and 9. Field goal attempt should be coming for Georgia. Jake Podlesny, the junior kicker, will attempt a 43-yard field goal. He's 18 for 22 on the season. Can he extend the Georgia lead from 43 yards out? From the left hash marks, the hold is good, the kick is up, and it is good. 17-0. Jack Podlesny converts for the Bulldogs, and the lead is now 17-0. A lot of work here for Michigan. We'll see if they can start a comeback bid after the break. And welcome back to coverage of the Orange Bowl, second college football playoff semifinal of the day. And Jeffrey asks if I'm doing the Pats game on Sunday. Yes, Jeffrey, I do plan on doing the Pats game on Sunday against the Jaguars. Definitely looking forward to that. And yeah, that'll be my last day before heading back to school. So hopefully the Patriots can end my school break on a good note. Yeah, and they should. They have no excuses against Jacksonville, as we have 12:26 to go in the second quarter of play. Jack Podelsny with the 43-yard field goal to make it a 17-0 Georgia lead. And yeah, Michigan struggling so far, as you guys mentioned in the chat. This game at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Beautiful night. Temperature in the 70s as the kick is into the end zone for a touchback. In fact, that landed beyond the end zone. And it's been a season to remember for Michigan. They recorded their first win against Ohio State since 2011, their first Big Ten championship since 2004, the year I was born, and this marks their first ever college football playoff appearance as they seek their first national championship since 1997. Michigan has not been this good in a long, long time. That's basically what all of those stats suggest, as this is a handoff, run to the left side, but nowhere to go. Bottled up was Blake Corum. It's a loss of 1 on the play. Davis and Walker were in for the tackle. Yeah, I did see that, Jeffrey, that Sam Jones passed away today. Yeah, that's sad, man. Yeah, Sam Jones, a legendary Celtic. He was a great player back in his day, even though I never got to watch him myself. I've seen highlights, and I've heard all about how great of a player he was for the Celtics. 2nd and 11, line drive pass caught. Spinning forward was Mitchell, and he's ruled down a yard short of the first down. And I apologize, that was actually Mike Sanderstill. Yep, that was Sanderstill with the catch. So 3rd and 1 here for the Wolverines. Will McNamara throw, or will it be another handoff? You wish you were in Florida right now, Vaughn? Yeah, I wouldn't mind being in Florida right now. Very nice weather at the moment, as this is a strong run up the middle. About a 3-yard gain for Haskins. That's Haskins. And Michigan moved the chains, looking for their first points of the night. Yeah, Jeffrey, a nice win today for the Celtics. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a little bit surprising. I didn't see a win against the Suns coming, but they finally played well for the first time in a while, and got the win this afternoon, as this is trouble for Michigan, and tackled is McCarthy at the line of scrimmage. He was chased down rather quickly by Nolan Smith. And Jim Harbaugh continues to mix it up, putting in the freshman quarterback, McCarthy, for some plays. That was another one of them, but he got nowhere. 2nd down and 9 here for Michigan. Two receivers lined up to the left, 2 to the right. And McNamara back in there for the Wolverines. McNamara gonna air it out deep down the sideline. That ball's caught in stride. Inside the 20 goes Wilson. Just what Michigan needed. Their first red zone appearance of the night, with 10 minutes left in the first half. Wilson just beat his man in the end. That was Darian Kendrick trying to chase him down. Eventually made the tackle, but not before. A first down and much more was obtained by Wilson. Ball placed at the 19-yard line of Georgia. Oh, and a little bit of trickery here, but it's going to backfire. McNamara faked the handoff 2 times, but it's Dean with the sack for Georgia. And that's a major loss of yardage on the play. You're glad that Clemson didn't make it to the college football playoff? Yeah. I agree. I'm overall just tired with the same teams, making the college football playoff year after year. I was pulling for Cincinnati against Alabama earlier. I would like to see Michigan beat Georgia in this one too. As stepping up in the pocket is McNamara. He picks up 2 before he's knocked down hard by, I believe, Xavier Sori. Yeah, I think that was Sori, the linebacker, with the stop for the Bulldogs. 3rd down and 16 now for Michigan. Oh no, that was Carter for Georgia with the tackle on McNamara. 8:15 left in the first half. Georgia up 17-0. Michigan trying to change that here. Yeah, that is true, Jeffrey. Yep, Penn State also play Arkansas tomorrow. Dropping back as McNamara throws to the sideline. Catch is made, but tackled out of bounds well short of the first down was number 83, Eric All. That's his second target of the night. Tackled out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 4th and 9 on the way, and out comes Jake Moody, the senior, who was the Lou Groza Award winner, which is given to the best kicker. He's 22 for 24 on the season. This will be a 36-yard try to put the Wolverines on the board. Jake Moody's kick is up, and it is right down the middle. And Michigan on the board at last. 17-3 is now the score at the Orange Bowl. And finally, the Michigan faithful have something to cheer about. Georgia get the ball back next, up by 14. Welcome back in, everybody. And there's Jeffrey with the facts and figures. Last time Penn State was in the Outback Bowl was 2011 against Florida. All right, there you go. Yeah, I'm personally not a huge fan of all of these different bowl games. I don't really follow them that much. I'll watch a game if it's on, but college football playoff is what I'm locked into, obviously, because in my opinion, a lot of those bowl games are meaningless. And some people like them, and some people will come back at me and go against my argument, which I respect, as that ball is caught and kneel down in the end zone as they'll take it out from the 25. Jim Harbaugh one of his assistants, actually, Mike McDonald, the defensive coordinator, in fact, spent the last 7 seasons on the Ravens coaching staff under John Harbaugh, who is, of course, Jim's brother. All right, you're a Penn State and Boston College fan. Makes sense, Jeffrey. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Boston College fan, not a Penn State fan, though, as this is a short pass over the middle, and that's caught for a 6-yard gain. Bowers hauling it in. Bowers had the opening touchdown of the game. Michigan's defense, the last 2 seasons, just a completely different defense. Last year in 2020, they averaged 34.5 points allowed. This year, 16.1. And on average this year, they're allowing about 150 yards fewer than in 2020, which is impressive. You like bowl games, Vaughn? Yeah, some people do. Some people do. All right, Jeffrey. Very cool. Very cool. And this will be a handoff. 1 yard. Carry up the middle. Hutchinson with the stop for the Wolverines. It'll be 3rd down and 3. If Michigan can make a stop, that could go a long way, as Michigan actually are currently facing their largest deficit of the season. Their previous largest deficit of the year, 4 points at Michigan State. That, of course, was their lone loss of the season. Haven't trailed by more than 4, so a bit of unfamiliar territory for the Wolverines, but still a long way to go in this one. Under 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Dropping back is Bennett. Bennett looking right, launching deep down the sideline. He's got his man, and it's caught inside the 20. And down to the 14-yard line goes number 4, James Cook. How about that? The running back lining up as a wide receiver. Wide right, and he just burnt his man. Blew right by Joey Velasquez, and that ball spotted the 15-yard line to be precise, and now they're going for the end zone, but Stetson Bennett overshot his receiver that time, intended for Jermaine Burton, who wanted a pass interference call, didn't get it. What's good, Steve-O? Steve-O Suriname is in the house. Welcome in, my man. Stetson Bennett, 13 of 17 so far in this one. 161 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, Green definitely had his hands on Burton there, but not enough for pass interference according to the official. And so here's 2nd down and 10 as the play clock winds down. Hand off to Cook. Cook, though, cannot get anything vertically. Stopped in the backfield by Ross, and it's 3rd down and 11 on the way. Yeah, Cook just tried to get to the edge, but too many Michigan players were able to track him down. Jalen Harrell helped out on the tackle, too, the sophomore from Tampa, Florida. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left here for the Bulldogs. 4:40 remaining in the half. Bennett surveying his options, throws underneath. That ball's caught. A nice tackle there as the catch was made by Ladd McConkey, and the immediate tackle by number 30, Daxton Hill. And so Georgia will send the field goal unit out as they face 4th and 6. Yes, Happy New Year to you, Steve-O. Hope you have a wonderful 2022 as It'll be the second field goal attempt tonight for Jack Podlesny. Podlesny made his first one, and the 28-yard attempt is a chip shot right down the middle from Podlesny, and it's a 20-3 Georgia lead. Back for more in this CFP Semifinal after the break. Stick around. All right, a warm welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Thanks for your company tonight in the Capital One Orange Bowl College Football Playoff Semifinal number 2. 3:50 to go in the opening half, and it's Georgia with a 20-3 lead over Michigan. Georgia reclaiming that 17-point advantage after Jack Podlesny converted his second field goal of the night from close range. And now we'll see how Michigan respond. Georgia kickoff, and this is beyond the end zone for a touchback. The Wolverines will take it from the 25. Well, the 2021 Joe Moore Award went to Michigan, which is awarded to the best offensive line. The big men rarely get enough credit, do they? And after the victory over Ohio State, John Madden actually texted to Jim Harbaugh, great win, congratulations, and much more than that. But that just goes to tell you how great of a guy John Madden was. Of course, it was sad to hear of his passing a few days ago. Just a legend in the game of football all around. And a legend who will never be forgotten, that's for sure. John Madden, first as a coach, then as a broadcaster, and then, of course, most recently, the game. Madden video game, of course, named after the legend himself. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 9 for the Wolverines, and this will be a swing pass to the left side, a couple of blocks, and Henning only picks up a yard. It'll be with 3 minutes to go in the half. Third and, let's see, it was Dean with the tackle. He's made a couple of nice tackles so far tonight already. And Michigan trying to convert as it's 3rd and 8. So 3rd and 8 for the Wolverines. They're 2 for 5, Michigan, on third downs. Nakobe Dean already with 5 tackles on the night, by the way. Dropping back is McNamara, trying to escape, but down he goes. It won't quite be a sack, but it's a tackle at the line of scrimmage for none other than Nolan Smith, another guy who's making an impact so far in Miami. Taking him down from behind. Cade McNamara had nowhere to go. And Georgia will now use their second timeout of the half to save some clock. They're trying to get the ball back with ample time remaining. They'll put 2:22 on the clock. And Michigan again will punt. Well, I mentioned Michigan being awarded the best offensive line, but they've struggled to protect McNamara and at times McCarthy so far tonight. And that's a testament to Georgia's impressive defense, who have come to play, that's for certain. So Michigan back out there to punt. The punter for the Wolverines is Brad Robbins. And back to return, meanwhile, for the Georgia Bulldogs is Kyrus Jackson. The punt nearly blocked there, but Robbins got it off, and now a fair catch made at the 31 by Kyrus Jackson. So with 2:15 left in the half, Georgia back in possession, leading 20-3, and my goodness, going back to that punt, that was so close to being blocked. I mean, nearly getting a hand on that was Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint. Rosemy-Jacksaint is a wide receiver, but also helps out on special teams. And this drive getting underway from the 31. Quick throw to the left side, catch made, and trying to fight his way through, and helped out by a couple of teammates. It's a first down for Kenny McIntosh. That was absolutely incredible from McIntosh right there. And credit to the offensive line who helped him out there. Making nothing into something. Under 2 minutes left in the half. Fresh set of downs, 2 receivers to the right. Bennett going to air it out down the left sideline. Incomplete. No flag. As Adonai Mitchell was shut down. Look at the first 4 drives for Georgia. A touchdown, touchdown, field goal, field goal. First time since 2010 that Michigan allowed points on its first 4 drives. Am I going to do the World Cup in 2022? I hope I can do a few games, Vaughn. It stinks that it's in the winter, though. That really is annoying, because I will be in college, so once I'm in college, I won't be able to do that many streams, but I think the World Cup will be going on during Thanksgiving break, as that's a dime down the sideline. It's caught and into the end zone for a touchdown goes Jermaine Burton. 57 yards to the house, and the Bulldogs are running rampant. 26-3, just like that. And with 1:38 left in the half, Georgia are cruising. Wow. And how about the performance so far from Stetson Bennett? A 3-play, 69-yard scoring drive that took just 37 seconds. The extra point sent right down the middle. 27-3. Michigan fans in utter disbelief. But yeah, going back to your question, Vaughn. Yeah, I'll be back home, obviously, for Thanksgiving. And maybe I'll have an opportunity to do some games while I'm back home, because the World Cup will be going on then. I don't know when my winter break will start. I might be back home in time for the World Cup final. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure all of that out down the road. That's still about 11 months away. So, but we'll see. I definitely won't be able to do as many games as I'd like to, because I'll be at college, obviously, and unfortunately the World Cup will be going on when I'll have to study for my finals for first semester. So I don't want to even think about that right now. But yeah, I really wish the World Cup was in the summer, but it is what it is. Stetson Bennett, the senior quarterback, 16 of 21 for 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. He is putting on a show so far tonight. 27-3. Georgia are rolling over Michigan, as that kick is beyond the end zone. Another touchback, and well, the Wolverines have dug themselves into a pretty big hole, to say the least. Coming up shortly, it'll be the halftime report, so stick around for that. I'll look back on the first half of this game, look ahead to the second half, as well as giving you guys a rundown of what happened in the earlier semifinal between Alabama and Cincinnati. That's all to come on the halftime report. All right, 1:38 left in the half. Michigan do have all 3 timeouts, in desperate need of a big play and a touchdown. McNamara fires to the sideline. It's picked off. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. That's Darion Kendrick, tackled down at midfield, and the night is getting worse and worse by the minute for the Michigan Wolverines. Unbelievable. On the first play of the drive, McNamara's pass to the sideline tipped and then intercepted. The pass intended there for Roman Wilson, who had no idea where the ball went. He didn't realize it was intercepted until the ball was already in the hands of Kendrick for about a second. And Michigan are probably claiming that this should have been pass interference. That's what Jim Harbaugh was shouting. And they're going to review the play. Yeah, exactly. Blame Qatar, blame FIFA. FIFA should have never given Qatar the World Cup in the first place. That was pathetic, but that's a different story for a different day. All right, the ruling on the field, an interception, but it will be reviewed. Who will win the World Cup as of right now? Oof. As of right now, I would probably have to say, I'd say Brazil, to be honest with you, Vaughn. Yeah, I would say Brazil. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I think this does have the potential of being overturned. We shall see. There has to be enough evidence there as the review takes place, but I thought there was a push-off from Kendrick. But my goodness, this has been a first-half implosion for Michigan. But we await to see if this interception will stand. They're taking a long, hard look at it. Thanks, everyone, for being a part of the broadcast, and thanks, everyone, for an awesome 2021. Oh, and they're also reviewing a possible helmet-to-helmet. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was after the interception occurred. There was a brutal helmet-to-helmet hit delivered by Christopher Smith. Yeah, that's a dangerous and violent hit, helmet to helmet on Wilson. And so he could easily be tossed for that. So I assume they're reviewing two things right now. Let's see what the decision is. Yeah. Yep, there you go. So the interception stands. Not enough was there for a pass interference call, but after the interception was made, a helmet-to-helmet hit on Christopher Smith, and he has been disqualified. And Kirby Smart doesn't seem too pleased about that, but especially in the college game, that's how they're going to call it. I'm not really surprised by that decision, if I'm being honest with you. But the interception does stand for Kendrick, and it's got to be tough for Christopher Smith as he'll have to hit the exits early for that helmet-to-helmet hit. Beautiful night at Hard Rock Stadium. Not so beautiful for Michigan so far in this one, folks. It's been one-way traffic. Georgia up 27-3. If you thought the other semifinal of the day was a bit lopsided, well, think again, because I personally was expecting this to be a really good game. And, we'll see. Still a whole nother half to go, and still 98 seconds left in this half alone, but it is not looking good at all for Michigan as we speak. I mean, I don't see a way that they're going to come back from this, but then again, we've seen some crazy things before. So, Georgia take over from their own 36 after the penalty was assessed. And it's an 8-yard carry up the middle by running back Zamir White. And Georgia will hold on to their final timeout for now. Second and short, minute 10 to go. Georgia not entirely in a rush. 55 seconds left in the half now at their own 43. It's another handoff to White. He's going to pick up a yard or two to set up third down and short. And it looks honestly like the Bulldogs will be content with heading into the half with a 27-3 lead. Can't really blame them. They're just going to run it down at this point. 25 seconds left. Kirby Smart still frustrated about something. He wants them to run another play here, as they would ultimately have to. Zamir White with the carry across midfield, and that will move the chains. 12 seconds left in the half. Do Georgia just run it out here? Kirby Smart is telling them to hurry up. All right, this is interesting. But I don't think they're going to run a playoff. Well, maybe one more. 3 seconds to go. Here's the snap. Bennett, the looping pass to the sideline. Not even close to receiver, and that takes us to halftime. Well, a little confusion at the end of the half there for Georgia, but not to worry, as Georgia have a 27-3 lead over Michigan, and Kirby Smart is barking at Stetson Bennett right now. I think he wanted Georgia to try to get into field goal range and put some more points on the board at the end of the half. Well, interesting way for the second quarter to come to an end. Michigan will receive the second half kickoff, but it's been all Georgia right now. Let's hear Jim Harbaugh. All right, there's Jim Harbaugh, and now on the other side, Kirby Smart.
Well, he's been injured for some of this year. We haven't had him for a couple games, so we got some experienced guys that can step up and play.
All right, Kirby Smart in his 6th season as Georgia head coach. Just 4 losses in those 6 seasons when leading at the half, and not only is it a lead for Georgia, it's a 24-point lead as we head to the halftime break. I'll step aside for a quick moment. After a quick break, it's the halftime report. Georgia leading Michigan 27-3 in the college football playoff semifinals. Welcome everybody into the halftime report. 27-3, Georgia in front of Michigan. A little bit of trickery, and after 3 touchdowns so far, in my opinion, the best one yet was the handoff to Kenny McIntosh and then the toss into the end zone for a touchdown. McIntosh showing off his throwing ability, and it's been all Georgia so far through one half of play. Thanks everyone for your company so far tonight. Much appreciated as always. Hope you guys are having a wonderful New Year's Eve, final few hours now of 2021. Under 3 hours to go until we say hello to 2022, at least on the East Coast. How about Stetson Bennett in that first half for the Bulldogs? 16 of 22, 234 pass yards, 2 passing touchdowns. And he, from the start, just balling out, really. And it was that first half performance from him highlighted by the 59-yard touchdown pass to none other than Jermaine Burton. And I'll tell you what, I've been impressed by Bennett. I haven't watched every Georgia game this season by any means, but I have watched a few. Stetson Bennett, though, is standing out in particular tonight. Just the way he's been playing throughout that first half. Michigan, meanwhile, they just really could not get anything going on offense. And I think a big amount of credit has to go to the defensive line of Georgia, because Michigan voted the best offensive line in the country. Had a real tough time protecting McNamara, and that's been the stem of the issue. I mean, the blitz has been paying off time and time again for Georgia. McNamara has taken a couple of costly sacks. Has had to get the ball out quickly. Michigan all around just not clicking on offense. No rhythm whatsoever. On the other hand, Georgia, with all of the rhythm in the world on offense, they have been rolling since the start of this one. So it's been really a tale of two different teams, and two teams who came in, I thought, pretty evenly matched. You know, I before the game, I did give the slight edge to Georgia, but I didn't think we'd see domination like we saw in the opening 2 quarters. Well, earlier today, it was the first college football playoff semifinal when Alabama took down Cincinnati. I'll tell you all about that game after a quick break here in semifinal number 2. It's the Bulldogs dominating, up 27-3 on Michigan. And welcome back into the halftime report. Earlier today, it was the first semifinal of the college football playoff. Cincinnati taking on Alabama. The Bearcats of Cincinnati, the first ever non-Power 5 program to make the college football playoff in its 8-year existence, if I'm not mistaken. And Alabama, though, just too much to handle in the end. It was 10-3 all the way until the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then a big 44-yard touchdown reception would make it 17-3. It would be 17-6 early in the fourth, and then Alabama would really put the game to bed with a touchdown. It would finish 27-6, Alabama beating Cincinnati comfortably in the end, but hey, the Bearcats with a great season nonetheless. That marks their first loss of the season. Put up, I thought, a decent fight, but as I mentioned, Alabama just too much to handle at the end of the day. And how about Brian Robinson? He had a career afternoon, a very impressive performance today against Cincinnati, and Alabama are still Alabama, folks, and the number one ranked team in the country, I should say, will await the winner of this one between Georgia and Michigan, and it's looking likely, unless Michigan can pull off a great comeback for the ages in the second half, that it will be an SEC championship rematch between Alabama and Georgia in the national championship game. We shall see. Still a whole nother half to go, though. Georgia's offense has been lighting it up. The defense has been stellar. An all-around great performance through 30 minutes. We'll see what the final 30 have in store. We're inching closer to second half kickoff. Stick around. And welcome back to the halftime report. Thanks, Herbert, for tuning in. Herbert says, "Go Dogs." Yeah, the Dogs are looking good right now. By the way, Vaughn, I for some reason did not see your comment from a while back. If you're still in here, Vaughn, I did not ignore you. I'm just seeing this comment right now for some reason. Do I think that the USA will make the World Cup, and how far will they go? Yeah, I do think they'll make the World Cup. How far will they go? I'm going to shoot high. I'm going to say the quarterfinals. Yeah, either around a six, maybe just around a 16. I'm going to say quarters. I'm going to say quarterfinals. Maybe that's bold, but that's what I'm going to say. Of course, it's New Year's Eve, so Times Square in New York is rocking. We're about 2 hours, 27 minutes away from the new year here in the Eastern time zone. So a happy new year to everybody here on the stream as we are ready to go in a couple minutes for the second half. Both teams returning to the field. Michigan praying for a miracle. It's Georgia up 27-3. We start the third quarter next. All right, everybody, we're ready for the start of the second half. College football always has pretty long halftime, especially compared to the NFL, but we're ready to go. Both teams back on the field, and we'll see what these final 30 minutes have in store. Georgia certainly in complete control of this one, but crazier things have happened, and Michigan with a chance to regroup, reset at the half. Let's see if that does them any good. Let's see if they can, if they can make it a 2-score game, maybe make things somewhat interesting, but it is seeming like a big mountain to climb. That goes without saying, really. But, Michigan just have to take it one drive at a time, and obviously 3 points not going to cut it, as the offense was lacking for the Wolverines in those opening 2 quarters of play. Yes, Yoshi Bros. Yep, this is college football. That is correct. Yep. You don't follow college football? Yeah, this is college football, the national semifinals. So the winner will go to the national championship game, as Michigan will get the ball to start the second half of play in Miami at the Orange Bowl. Kick is up, and once again, it's a kick that heads beyond the end zone for a touchback. Michigan will start out from the 25. Thank you, Chris, for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Unfortunately, Chris, I am not allowed to show the game. YouTube has very strict copyright restrictions, and I do not. The last thing I can afford is to get copyrighted. So I would show it if I was allowed to, but unfortunately, YouTube's rules do not allow me to actually show the game. But this game is on ESPN, as well as a bunch of alternate feeds across the ESPN family and networks. So do I think Michigan has a chance? If I'm being honest with you, Chris, no, not really. I don't think they really have a chance, but I've been proven wrong before. I just don't see it. I just don't see a comeback happening, but we shall see. They're going to have to be basically a whole nother team here in the second half. 2nd and 10 after a carry to open up the half for no gain. The blitz comes again. Quick pass caught along the sideline and pushed out of bounds. A yard short was Haskins. 3rd down and 1 for the Wolverines. But hey, I hope Michigan make it a game here. I don't want this to be a blowout by any means. As a neutral fan, I wanted a good game coming in. I thought we'd get a close game, but I've certainly been proven wrong thus far. A minute gone here in the second half. 3 receivers wide for Michigan. Play action. McNamara stepping to his right. He's under pressure, and down he goes. Another sack, and this time it's Walker. Wow, Georgia's defense just picking up from where it left off. Travon Walker getting to McNamara. And once again, Michigan's offensive line having trouble. 2nd and 16 after the 6-yard loss. That was the 3rd sack of the game for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. McNamara against the blitz once more, steps into the throw, and that ball's dropped. A bad drop there for Blake Corum, who, quite frankly, had it in his hands. He was thinking about the next move before he focused on holding on. 3rd down and long for the Wolverines. Three receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Someone jumped offside. Free play essentially, and that ball's caught in the open field. That is all with his 2nd catch of the night at midfield, and I think the penalty is against Georgia. It looked to be offside against Carter, who jumped the gun, so it should be declined. Here's the call. Yep. And there's confirmation. The penalty against Carter for offside is declined. 1st down Michigan, and maybe this is the start to something good. Ball at midfield for the Wolverines. 4 receivers wide. It's a handoff and some open space. What a run by Haskins all the way down to the 32-yard line before he scampers out of bounds. And Michigan just looking a bit more explosive on offense here in this opening drive of the second half. Get to the line of scrimmage quickly. Michigan going high tempo. McNamara getting orders from the sideline. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 1 in motion now, and it's again Haskins who gets the carry. 3-yard run up the middle. It was all in motion who actually helped out blocking. The offensive line trying their best to help out. Haskins on the run. 2nd down and 7 now. Just over 3 minutes into the second half. Both receivers to the left side. It's a swing pass dropped in the backfield. And that'll be an incompletion. Michigan just with too many wide open drops. That time it was Donovan Edwards. 3rd and 7 on the way. And if Edwards had secured that ball, I think it would have been a decent gain on the play. Cade McNamara on 3rd down is 4 of 5 for 32 yards. What can he do here on 3rd down and 7? Play clock down to 5. 1 receiver to the right side, 3 to the left. And in the shotgun formation, Michigan forced to use their first time out of the half. The play clock was down to a second. And so we'll step aside. Timeout called. Michigan trying to extend the drive with 3rd and 7 coming up next. All right, everybody, welcome back into the broadcast as we return from the Michigan timeout. 3rd down and 7 here for the Michigan Wolverines at the Georgia 28-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And McNamara takes the snap in the shotgun. Throw over the middle, caught, and a 1st down for Michigan. That's all with the 1st down. Perfectly executed out of the timeout. Eric All, the tight end, hauling one in, and the Wolverines move the chains into the red zone. They go as well. Do I think Clemson will make the college football playoff next season? Ooh, that's real tough to save on. Just because, I don't know what their recruiting class is looking like. I assume it's really good. I don't know, man. I'm honestly not sure. This is Haskins with a run, getting to the edge and picking up 4 or 5 yards. Second and medium coming up for Michigan. It will be 2nd and 6, so a 4-yard pickup there for Hassan Haskins. In the last 2 games, 508 rush yards, 10 rushing touchdowns for Michigan. Today, very, very quiet. 48 rush yards, no rushing touchdowns. And now we have a bunch of flags thrown. It's looking like an offside call against the offense. It appears as though Stuber was the guilty party here. Yeah, there was the movement, and you just can't afford to make mistakes like that. The offensive lineman jumped the gun, so 2nd down and 11 it is. What's going on, Che? Welcome in to the broadcast. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we got a great crowd in here, my goodness. Appreciate all the support. 2nd down and 11 for Michigan. Dropping back is McNamara. Airs it out to the corner of the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kendrick again. His 2nd pick of the night. And at this point, he's got to be in the head of Cade McNamara with 10:02 left in the 3rd period. It's interception number 2 for Georgia. It's interception number 2 for Darion Kendrick. Wow, the pass intended for Dalen Baldwin. But the pass just was not accurate. Or Baldwin didn't run the right route. Either way, Georgia taking over, leading 27-3. Everything is going the Bulldogs' way tonight. And welcome back in, everybody. Thanks, Klaatu, for tuning in. Klaatu says Georgia versus Alabama. Yep, it's looking just like that for our national championship game. And what a game that would be. Georgia Back in the 2018 college football playoff semifinal at the Rose Bowl, knocked off Oklahoma in an instant classic. It was a 54-48 double overtime win. I remember that game quite well. And Stetson Bennett, back in that 2018 CFP semifinal, was very young, just a freshman, getting to feel what the team was like as one of the many backup quarterbacks, and now here he is leading Georgia 4 years later as the starting quarterback. 10:02 left in the third quarter. Bennett will hand it off, and tackled at the line of scrimmage was James Cook, the brother of Dalvin Cook. 2nd down and 10. If Georgia can put more points on the board, well, that would just be the icing on the cake. Dan Lanning is the defensive coordinator for Georgia, who was hired as Oregon head coach on December 11th. He's got to be pleased with his defense's performance tonight. They've been spectacular, and Lanning wants to make sure that he's with Georgia for one more game before he heads off to Oregon to take the head coaching position. Here's Cook again with the carry. That's a 2-yard rush. 3rd down and about 7 on the way. Yeah. Georgia's defense this season just allowing 4 yards per play, which ranks first in the NCAA. In FCS, I should say. FBS, I might beg your pardon. Maybe in the entire NCAA, including FCS, as this is Bennett under pressure and a risky pass over the middle of the field, which was nearly picked off, but just over the hands of a Michigan player. I think that might have been Mike Morris, could be wrong. Either way, the incompletion makes it 4th and 8, and Georgia with a rare punt on the way with 8:31 to play in the third. And Michigan could get decent field position here. Back to return is A.J. Henning. In fact, this is the first punt of the night for the Bulldogs. The punt up and away, sent sky high by the punter of Georgia, and this is a nice return down the left sideline, and thrown out at the 40-yard line is Henning. Well, hope you're all having a wonderful New Year's Eve. We're just over 2 hours away from the new year, 2022, just around the corner. Hope all of you have a wonderful new year. I'll be back after the break. Meanwhile, Michigan with the football, still down 27-3. Welcome back in, everybody, as Georgia are up big against Michigan. The winner on to the national championship Monday, January 10th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope to be on the call for that game as well. Kevin Warren, the Big Ten commissioner, is in the house. He doesn't look too pleased at the moment as Michigan are taking a beating, basically, but 8:12 still to go in the third quarter as McNamara throws incomplete over the middle. That ball dropped by Corum. The national championship trophy is waiting outside Lucas Oil Stadium. That will be the location for the national championship game in Indianapolis, Indiana. And it's looking very likely that it'll be an all-SEC battle between Alabama and Georgia. Yeah, Klaatu, I'll tell you what, Georgia are looking real good right now. Yeah, as that pass is caught by Johnson. Tackle made right away. 3rd and short for the Wolverines. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, Michigan-Cincinnati would be an intriguing matchup. I agree. But we'll never know how those two would pair up in this season, as 3rd and 3 is on the way for the Wolverines. 3 receivers lined up to the right side, 1 to the left. It is handed off, and the ball popped loose. It's on the ground, and Georgia have it. The referees will try to sort it out, but it looks clear and obvious that the Bulldogs have possession. It was popped out of Corum's hands, and the night just continues to go more and more downhill for the Wolverines. It's Georgia football. And that's a great punch-out as well. And I think that was Nakobe Dean, who's having himself a great night with the punch-out. I think he has 5 tackles so far tonight. And he was the one, if I'm not mistaken, punching that ball loose and able to pounce on it was the big man, Devontae Wyatt. 7:25 left in the third, and it's Georgia football once more. 6 tackles for the junior Nakobe Dean tonight. 2 for a loss, 1 sack, and now a forced fumble to go along with that. Yeah, same here, Vaughn. I really thought this game was going to be close too, but now I look like a fool for that. Yeah, Michigan were just not ready for the occasion, and Georgia having the game of the season, perhaps, as that pass is a bit high, but caught. An incredible grab as we have a flag down on the play. That was Keiris Jackson with the catch, but it might be coming back. Let's see. The referees are conferencing. Well, take nothing away from the catch by Jackson, but here's the call. Yep. Oh, wow. So there are actually 2 penalties on Georgia. 1 for holding, that was declined, and then 1 for a face mask penalty, and that penalty is enforced. The guilty one there for the face mask penalty was offensive lineman Jamari Sawyer. A reminder that tomorrow it's the Rose Bowl game. 11th ranked Utah takes on 6th ranked Ohio State. Should be a good one out in Pasadena, California. 1st and 25, meanwhile, after the 15-yard penalty against the Bulldogs. What's going on, Try? Welcome in. Happy New Year to you. You're at Copley Square, is that right, man? Oh, I hope you're having a blast, my man. Thanks for stopping by, as that's a nice catch and run down the right sideline. Still a long way to go, as the penalty hurt Georgia, but still second and manageable, as it was Cook on the catch and run for the Bulldogs. That pass was actually partially tipped, but Still made its way to Cook, and he was still able to make the catch unfazed. 2nd down and 11. That was a 14-yard reception for Cook. 3 receivers wide, and it's a play-action pass tipped incomplete. Getting a piece of that one was Michigan's Daxton Hill. 3rd and 11 for the Wolverines. Pass there from Bennett was intended for Brock Bowers. Bowers had the first touchdown reception of the night. You're a Browns fan. Okay, do I think you should move on from Baker? I don't know, man. Well, what do you think? What do you think as a Browns fan? Because I'm honestly a bit torn on it, as that's a 1st down and more all the way to the Michigan 40. And Georgia just keeps on trotting ahead. The offense clicking on all cylinders. That was Kenny McIntosh with the catch and run. Couple of blocks helped him out. Nice few moves and a new set of downs. 5:50 remaining in quarter 3. It's a quick pitch and now a burst of speed, and diving forward for what appears to be the 1st down is none other than Zamir White. White moves the chains. Another Georgia 1st down. White has 9 carries now for 40 yards. White to the left of Bennett. 2 receivers on the right side for Georgia. Short pass again to White. He'll sprint down the sideline and might be a yard short as he went out of bounds. Although maybe they did give him the 1st down. Let's see. Nope, they don't give it to him. He was a yard short indeed. So 2nd and 1 from the 21. A quick pitch. White this time down the right side. Has a block and has a 1st down. He gets to the 17-yard line, and into the red zone go the Bulldogs. Yeah, I mean, maybe Nick Saban is sweating a little bit watching this game. And you already know Georgia will be looking for revenge against Alabama as well. Alabama beat Georgia a couple weeks ago in the SEC championship game. They keep on pitching it. This time it's Cook. Cook staying in bounds and spinning forward for the 1st down. Finally got hit out by Josh Ross. And now a penalty marker down. What's good, Cody? Welcome into the broadcast. Cody says, nice try, Michigan. Yeah, exactly. Here is the call. It is a holding call against the offense. Stetson Bennett. What a player. 19 of 27 tonight. 275 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. In the SEC championship game against Alabama, he also had a phenomenal performance, going 29 of 48 for 340 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. You're new to my account? Well, I greatly appreciate you tuning in, Cody. That means a lot, man. Yeah, I actually just hit 400 subscribers the other day, right before the new year. So that is a testament to you guys and your loyal support. And yeah, it's great to have new people finding out about the channel, discovering my channel, broadcast by broadcast. So I appreciate it. Another penalty here. And it's again against Georgia, it appears. Yep. Well, that national championship game, 10 days from now, Monday, January 10th. If Baker loses you guys one more game, he should go. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I think you guys should be close to moving on from Baker. I mean, yeah, I do when all is said and done. Yeah, Happy New Year to you, Cody. Happy New Year to you, man. First down and 29, Georgia with back-to-back penalties, and now they're all the way back to the 35-yard line. Play action pass. Bennett with great protection, spinning away from pressure, rolling to his left, and now Bennett's going to run down the sideline. Scampers out of bounds at the 28. It's a nice 12-yard rush for Stetson Bennett as a trio of Michigan players went flying into the Georgia bench area, or sideline, I should say. You're starting YouTube next week? All right, Cody, there you go, man. I'll definitely give you a sub, man. And good luck. Second down. Sorry, not a 12-yard gain. That was just a 6-yard gain. I beg your pardon. Second and 22 either way as Stetson Bennett rolls to his right and under pressure will just chuck it out of bounds. Third down on the way with 2:11 to play in the third quarter. Thanks to everyone who's been a part of tonight's broadcast. Unfortunately, it's not been the competitive game I was hoping for, but it's still been a good time. Hopefully, we'll get a classic national championship game. I hope to be on the call for that one. I have to make sure I don't have anything going on that night, as this is going to be thrown down the sideline, incomplete. Just off the mark, as the pass was intended for McConkey. 4th and 22 now, and with 2:04 left in the third quarter, the special teams comes out. And it'll be a 46-yard field goal attempt here for Jack Podlesny. The junior already has converted 2 field goals tonight, trying to make it 3 for 3 from the left hash, but he puts it wide left. The kick no good from the junior. And so with 1:59 left in the third, the score remains 27-3 Georgia. Michigan softball's doing good. All right, Cody. Yeah. There you go. Well, it looks like even despite the missed field goal, Georgia are on their way to the national championship game Monday, January 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Back with more in the third quarter after this. Welcome back in, everybody. All right, Tri. Texas A&M will be a team to look out for next 2 years. All right. Yeah, I will admit I don't know college football nearly as well as I do the NFL, but I do follow it a little bit, but not to the point where I know how good the recruiting classes are. So yeah, all right, Texas A&M. After all, we're the only team that beat Alabama this season. Of course, that was a huge upset, but yeah, I'll keep an eye on Texas A&M going forward for the next few years. This is a short pass complete. Tackled at the 30 is Jermaine Burton. The Wolverines really just looking for consolation points at this stage. Let's be honest. Down 27-3. And no points in this quarter, actually, as that ball comes loose, and recovering his own fumble was McNamara. That was near disaster again for Michigan. My goodness, Georgia's defense just not sleeping for a single play throughout the night. They have been lively and pressuring McNamara time and time again, forcing fumbles. 3rd down and 8 now for Michigan with a minute left in the quarter. And that will go down as a sack, by the way, the 4th of the night. And in for this play is the freshman McCarthy. McCarthy against the blitz, fires over the middle, and that ball's caught. Across midfield and inside the 45 goes all. Not bad from the freshman quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. That pass was on a line and right on the money to Eric All, who made his 4th catch, 63 yards total so far. McCarthy again, thrown to the sideline this time. Too high for Wilson, incomplete. .23 seconds left in the quarter. Thanks to everyone who has stuck around. I know it's been a blowout tonight, but appreciate your company here in the final few hours of 2021. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd and 10. Yeah, this McCarthy kid's got some potential. It's crazy to think that he's only a year older than me. McCarthy rolling right, now running with it. He gets hit hard. He gets lit up at the 41-yard line. What a tackle that was by Quay Walker. McCarthy seems to be all right, which is good to see, but my goodness. That was a big time and punishing hit from Quay Walker. Man, oh man, what a play. And that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We played 45 minutes, 15 remain. The final result, inevitable now. Georgia, 15 minutes away from a date with Alabama in the national championship game. We head to the fourth and final quarter at the Orange Bowl, semifinal number 2 of the college football playoff, and it's been an unexpected blowout. Complete domination by the Georgia Bulldogs. 27-3 is the score. That was the score at the half. No points for either side in that third quarter. Michigan with the ball, have it at the Georgia 41 as we get this fourth quarter started. 3rd down and 6. Three receivers to the left for Michigan. McCarthy staying in there, and Try says he'll be the starter next year, yeah? McCarthy trying to escape the pressure, rolls to his left, approaching the sideline, in the looping pass out of bounds, incomplete. Yeah, I'll be looking. I'll be interested in seeing how this guy does. For the rest of his Michigan career, J.J. McCarthy, just a freshman, and Jim Harbaugh looks like going with them for the rest of the night, knowing that there's pretty much no shot the Wolverines are coming back. Down 24 here in the final quarter. Michigan going to go for it on 4th and 6. They're 0 for 1 on 4th down tonight. Their only 4th down attempt was on their opening drive of the game. McCarthy against the blitz, throws to the left side, but it's too high. Incomplete. Intended for, that was intended for Mike Sanderstil. But not enough accuracy there from McCarthy. Hope you're all having a wonderful New Year's Eve as we count down to 2022. Back after the break, a fourth quarter rolls on as the Bulldogs take over with the big lead. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Michigan's defense has struggled all night long. The deep throws for Georgia have paid off time and time again. Stetson Bennett's accuracy has been something special too, but Michigan's secondary has just not been able to contain the explosiveness of the receivers that Georgia have. Plenty of assets on this Bulldogs offense. 14:46 left in the fourth quarter. Georgia once again with the football. It'll be a handoff to Kendall Milton. So we're seeing some of the backups get action. Milton, just a sophomore. Short gain on the play. And look at the Michigan pass defense. 293 pass yards allowed, 9.8 yards per attempt, and 3 passing touchdowns. On average this season, they had only been allowing 194.7 pass yards. So already 100 more than their average. And still basically a whole quarter to go. It's Milton once again on the carry, trying to push his way through the pile. He'll get stopped at about the 46. 3rd down and 5. Michigan fans shaking their heads in disappointment. The Georgia fans having the time of their life right now in Miami. Packed house, of course, at Hard Rock Stadium. And it looks like it'll be Georgia heading off to Indianapolis next Monday. Under pressure here is Bennett. Bennett spins out of trouble, makes a move, and picks up the 1st down. That is a great bit of mobility from Stetson Bennett. 1st down and 10. The chains move again. Wow. I mean, that was a near sack, let's be honest. Other quarterbacks, I'm sure, would have been sacked right there. Christopher Hinton was right there, and Bennett was able to spin away, and then after that, make a nice juke move to get by the defender and pick up the 1st down. Ball now on the 48 of Michigan. It's a handoff, and gaining all the strength he can is Zamir White. He picks up about 6, maybe 7. We'll call it 6. What's good, Jeffrey? Jeffrey's in the house. Welcome in. Happy New Year to you, my man. Hope everyone has a wonderful New Year. 2022 just around the corner, folks. Yeah, I'm excited. 124 rush yards for Georgia. Michigan, on the other hand, with 58. It is 2nd and 4. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. We'll see how many more pass plays Georgia get in, but I'd expect them to run the ball a lot. That's what they do here. It's Milton for 3. It'll set up 3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs. Time keeps on ticking here in what's been a rather uneventful second half. Uneventful game as a whole, if you were hoping for a close game. Here we go on 3rd and 1 for Georgia. Play clock down to 4. Snap is off in time. Blitz comes. Bennett gets it away, has a man open. It's caught by Cook, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. James Cook to the end zone, 39 yards. The running back uses a passing back this time, and Georgia's lead is extended again, 33-3. Stetson Bennett again with just a great throw. I mean, Michigan's pressure came right away, and Bennett took a hard hit right after that pass was released. Got it off in time. A 6-play, 59-yard scoring drive in 3 minutes and 35 seconds. The extra point right down the middle. It's a 34-3 Georgia Bulldog lead. James Cook, the brother of Dalvin Cook, making a name for himself tonight. Georgia up 31. Back with more after this. Welcome back to coverage of the college football playoff semifinals. Georgia up 34-3 over Michigan. That's not a typo, folks. That's the right score. It's been all the Bulldogs tonight. A statement performance at Hard Rock Stadium. What a night for Georgia in this one. Well, a reminder that Monday Night Football is a good one, where the Browns take on the Steelers, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. An AFC North divisional matchup with heavy playoff implications. Both teams trying to fight for playoff spots. I'll be doing the Patriots-Jaguars game on Sunday. I don't think I'll be able to do that Monday night game just because it'll be my first day back at school, and I'm sure I'm going to get bombarded with homework and stuff, and I'll be a little less available once school gets back underway next week, but I'll still be able to do some broadcasts now and again, and especially on the weekends. I'll still try to do broadcasts consistently on the weekends and a couple during the week as well. Like the national championship for the college football playoff, even though it's a Monday night, I'll find a way to commentate that. 11:11 to go, and J.J. McCarthy with more reps here as Michigan start this drive from the 25-yard line. All four receivers lined up to the left side, and it's passed on a screen pass to the running back, but not much room to work with there for Blake Corum. Doesn't pick up anything, maybe a yard. Cade McNamara watches on from the sideline for Michigan, and has to be tough for McNamara. He is just a junior, so I would expect McNamara to still be the starter next year, although, as Tri mentioned, we could get some competition between him and McCarthy. That'll be something to keep an eye on. McCarthy will be a sophomore next year. He's in right now. 2nd down and 10. McCarthy looking to the left sideline. That ball bobbled, but ultimately caught. Handled by Cornelius Johnson. Johnson, a junior. Just short of the first down. We'll see where they mark it. McCarthy right now, 5 of 8 for 53 yards. Oh, no, he did get the first down. I thought so. Screen pass. Rather a swing pass. And that's Corum to the 40. Into the final 10 minutes from Hard Rock. Thanks, everyone who's sticking around. As on 2nd and 5, McCarthy throws again, incomplete. Sign delivered the hit on All, and All unable to hold on. 3rd down and 5. Three receivers to the left, 2 to the right. McCarthy in the shotgun formation as they slow it down on offense here. McCarthy under pressure again, spun around, doesn't go down. Moving to his left, he's going to take off running with it and has a lot of open field. Picks up the first down and some, and a big off-the-ball hit was delivered as a flag was thrown right in front of the Georgia sideline. I couldn't really see exactly what happened. I just saw a big hit all of a sudden across the screen. The officials talk things over. And yeah, the Georgia player down was number 47, Dan Jackson. Nope, that wasn't. Yeah, it was Dan Jackson, yeah. Yeah, and that's just a stupid penalty to take. The penalty was against Blake Corum. Oh yeah, that is a dangerous hit right there. And Jackson was unprotected as well. My goodness. Corum just blasted him, and that's a penalty of frustration, I have to think. And so it's a 15-yard penalty. They'll replay the first down back at their own 38. McCarthy going to throw again. Steps up in the pocket and takes off running, and that's a big hit. McCarthy pops right back up, but my goodness, might be a blowout, but things somehow getting more chippy as that hit was delivered by Quay Walker, who's had himself a night. 2nd down and 3. Throw is low and incomplete. Looking for George Pickens. No, sorry, not Pickens. I beg your pardon. Looking for Andrell Anthony. Third and 3 for the Wolverines. And it looks like Quay Walker actually is the one injured after he was the one who delivered the hit on McCarthy. So I don't know how severe that is, but Quay Walker currently being evaluated by the athletic trainers on the sideline. 3rd and 3, receiver in motion, handed off, and it's a first down. Edwards goes up the middle for a 4-yard carry. First and 10 for the Wolverines. Haskins stands to the left of McCarthy. Actually, that's Edwards, and it's a throw over the middle. Tipped, incomplete. Unable to make that catch was Eric Gall, the tight end. 8:20 remaining in this one now. Cade McNamara done for the night. The junior had a rough one after a great season. It's a tough way to end it, as J.J. McCarthy is the one closing it out here, the freshman quarterback for Michigan. Second and 10. Long ball down the sideline, too far. McCarthy, that time, overshot his intended receiver in Roman Wilson. Also, before I wrap up the broadcast, I do want to give a shout-out to number 42 on Michigan, defensive end T.J. Guy. The reason I give him a shout-out is because I actually commentated one of his high school games, because he went to Mansfield High School here in Massachusetts, where I live. I go to Franklin High School, so Mansfield are in our conference, the Hockomock League. So we're actually, our schools are kind of rivals. Franklin Mansfield, always a great game, and this is going to be aired out deep downfield. That ball's caught. An incredible grab by Edwards at about the 6-yard line. A flag is down, but it looks to be against Georgia. But yeah, as I was saying, TJ Guy, who was incredible at Mansfield, now plays for Michigan. I mean, even though he played for my high school's rivals, I definitely hope he has a good career at Michigan. Just a freshman, so not much playing time whatsoever, but hopefully that changes in the next few years. But yeah, he was a beast in high school, and I got to see him play when he was at Mansfield High School, just a few towns over from where I live here in Massachusetts. So 1st and goal on the way. They're actually going to review. They're going to review this. So with 7:59 remaining, the ruling on the field was a complete pass. But apparently it might have hit the ground. I'm not sure. They're going to take a look. I'm convinced they're just doing it to get in another commercial break. Nonetheless, I'll be back after this. All right, everybody, as the Capital One Orange Bowl MVP and trophy presentation will be coming up after the game. I'll be signed off by then, but it'll be interesting to see who gets the MVP, and then Georgia will lift up the trophy and quickly shift their focus to Alabama in the national championship game. Under 8 minutes to go in this one, first and goal, the ruling of a complete pass was upheld. This is a run to the left edge and a 2-yard gain for Michigan's Donovan Edwards. Second down and goal. And Michigan, it appears, used their first timeout. That's interesting. No, they don't. They only stopped the clock momentarily, I believe, because Edwards' helmet came off, so he'll have to leave the field for the next play. Midway through the fourth quarter. 5 receivers wide, and McCarthy in the shotgun. Quick release. Pass is dropped. Oh, man, what a chance that was for Roman Wilson. Third down and goal. And Georgia's defense just simply not stepping off the gas. They're still trying to make plays, still trying to make a stop. Michigan yet to get into the end zone tonight. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And now in motion is Corum. McCarthy rolls right, under pressure. McCarthy nearly sacked, hit hard as he throws. And it's incomplete in the back of the end zone. Nearly making the catch there was Eric All. McCarthy's taken a couple of hard hits this quarter, but he pops right back up to his feet again. 7:06 remaining in this one. Yeah, and Dean was this close to sacking McCarthy there, and now we have an injured Bulldog. It appears that it is Dean down for Georgia. Well, that could be concerning if this is a significant injury, with, of course, the national championship in mind, which is in 10 days' time. Beautiful night weather-wise in Miami. Temperature in the 70s. I would take that in a heartbeat right now. Being from New England, the winters can be, not the best, but it is what it is. I still love living in New England and being a Boston sports fan. What a night for Nakobe Dean, who is up to his feet now and doesn't appear to be anything too serious. Don't want to speculate, but it is looking good for Dean, as he may even return to the game. We'll see. Well, the Georgia defense tonight, 3 points allowed, 291 total yards, 202 pass yards, 4 sacks. In the SEC championship against Alabama, it was a complete different story. So if Georgia's defense can put in the type of performance they put in tonight against Alabama, their chances of winning are good, I think. Here's a pass out wide, catch made, hesitation move by Edwards. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage as he's knocked out of bounds by Walker, and those two exchange some stern words. Make it a turnover on downs. Georgia will take over after this. I'm so checked out that I didn't even realize that was 4th down, admittedly. And I should not admit that as a commentator. But hey, I think we're all checked out and ready for the new year. But I'm not quitting on the broadcast. We're going to the very end, folks. Stick around for the final minutes. It's Georgia with the ball again right after the break. All right, welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. What a night for James Cook of Georgia. I mean, everyone has been balling out for Georgia tonight, but James Cook in particular has caught my eye. Watch out for him in the national championship. 32 rush yards, 112 receiving yards, though, and 1 touchdown reception. His brother Dalvin Cook, I believe 5 years ago, at the stadium, had a very similar performance. Dalvin Cook, of course, now one of the best running backs in the NFL. Short gain there for Kendall Milton as we wind down in this one. 6:40 remaining at the Orange Bowl. 34-3 Georgia. It's a game that's been over for a while now, huh? I was hoping that we'd get a competitive game that came down to the wire, but sometimes it's not how it pans out. And that's why I love sports. It's unpredictable. You never know what you're going to get. And on 2nd and 7, it's another handoff to no one's surprise. Trying to fight through is Milton. He'll pick up 3 yards. Third down and 3. Stetson Bennett, by the way, Georgia quarterback, has been a lifelong Bulldog. Grew up in Georgia, was a huge Bulldogs fan, and now realizing his dream. And he started his Georgia career as a walk-on, believe it or not, in 2017. The senior from Blackshear, Georgia. Just a great story all around, and what a season Stetson Bennett is having. What a night he's had. This is a pitch to the left side, and trying to fight through with a second effort is number 6, Kenny McIntosh, but he'll be stopped short of the first down, and Georgia, for just the second time in this one, will punt. Kirby Smart still yelling at his team. He's a dedicated coach, that's for sure. Even though his guys are up by 31, he's not going to crack a smile until this game is officially over. Here comes the punt. It's a good one. That's carrying all the way. Well, it actually takes a Michigan bounce down at the 49-yard line of the Wolverines, and that's where Michigan will take over. Well, a reminder that the Week 18 season finale of Monday Night Football will be Saturday, January 8th, and then it's a super wild card weekend, including a wild card game on Monday, January 17th. That's brand new this season in the NFL, a wild card game on that Monday night. So instead of 3 games on Saturday and 3 on Sunday, you get 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and then a Monday night game, which I'm looking forward to. More days of football, can't complain. Michigan start at midfield. Oh, what a hit. My goodness. Blake Corum got lit up right there. He had it in his hands, but then came the big-time play by Georgia's Chaz Chambliss. I mean, he dropped the hammer for sure. And perhaps that's a little bit of payback on Corum, who delivered a big hit of his own on the previous drive. And this is going to be reviewed for targeting. So they're going to review this one. 4:35 to play, and could this be targeting? Oof. I don't know. In my opinion, that would be a bit harsh. I mean, he is running a risk, Chambliss, that is, in going into the tackle with his helmet. But technically you don't have to hit him in the head. That's the rule. If you hit him at the crown of the chest, it could also be targeting, depending on how the play plays out. So I don't know. I don't know, man. This This will be interesting as the review takes place. It's a rather quick review. Here's the decision. Well, there you have it. It is targeting indeed, folks. So, Chambliss disappointed about that. As the targeting penalty is a 15-yarder, so Michigan move into Georgia territory. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. Edwards in the backfield to the left of McCarthy. 3 receivers to the right. McCarthy looking to his right. Throw off the mark. Wide of A.J. Henning. 2nd down and 10 for the Wolverines. Michigan slowing things down here. 4:31 to play, ball in the 35 of the Bulldogs. Thanks everyone who has been a part of tonight's broadcast. Big thanks to all of you who have tuned in for tonight's CFP Semifinal. McCarthy airs it out deep down the sidelines. Got a man wide open, and it's caught for a touchdown. Into the end zone goes Zandrell Anthony. And finally, the Wolverines are in the end zone. 35-yard touchdown reception. It may be a consolation at this stage, but at least Michigan can smile a bit. J.J. McCarthy with a dime to the wide open Zandrell Anthony with 4:25 remaining. And so, Michigan will go for a 2-point attempt, because why not at this point? And look at this, taking the direct snap is Corum, and he hands it off, and walking in for the score is Henning. So, a little bit of trickery there. As Corum took the direct snap, handed off to fellow running back Henning. And that makes it 34-11. Well, not fellow running back, I should say. Henning, a wide receiver, in fact, which added to the trickery of the play. And so, at least Michigan can, as I mentioned, smile about something, as a lot of fans have already filed out for Michigan. Try to beat the traffic, which I'm sure there'll still be plenty of it. Frustrating night for the Wolverines. It just hasn't been their night whatsoever. But there's their first touchdown, finally arriving with just over 4 minutes left in the game. And now ready to kick off our Michigan. Georgia get the ball for perhaps one final time. Before it's all over. An onside kick? No. They lined up like it, but instead it's a shallow kickoff and returned off the bounce. Decent return there by Kyrus Jackson. Well, just earlier this month, December 4th, it was Alabama defeating Georgia in the SEC championship game, and those two are set for a rematch. The final score in that SEC championship game, 41-24 Alabama. Alabama leads the all-time series history, 42-25-4. Alabama has won the last 7 meetings against Georgia. And in the college football playoff, Alabama defeated Georgia in the 2018 national championship game. This is handed off, and look at this. A strong run by Edwards. He's all the way to the 35-yard line of Michigan. And Georgia just keep on rolling. Georgia just using as much of the play clock as they can. 3:45 and counting to go. It's handed off by the Bulldogs. A 2-yard carry up the middle. Second down and 8. And Michigan used their second timeout. Well, a big thanks to everyone who's been a part of not only tonight's broadcast, but all of the broadcasts here in 2021. It's been a spectacular year, and I truly do mean that. Really enjoyed calling games, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. And looking forward to 2022 as I finish up my senior year of high school before I head off to college, which is crazy to think about, but yeah, time flies. And so here we go out of the Michigan timeout, 2nd and 8 for Georgia. Thank you, Yabo, for tuning in over on Twitch. What college am I going to? That's a good question. While it's not confirmed yet, because I still have to figure out the financial aspect, I'd say 90% sure that I'm going to Syracuse. Yeah, so because I know I found out a couple weeks ago that I was accepted to Syracuse. I was also accepted to 5 other schools, but Syracuse is my number one choice. So I'm as long I have until February 15th to enroll. So as long as as long as I can, hopefully get some scholarship money and stuff, I should be good to go. So yeah. What's going on, Bargov? Happy New Year to you, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Appreciate that a lot. As Nick Saban against former assistants, a 25-1 record. He's 4-0 against Kirby Smart, who was at one time his assistant. Yeah, Vaughn, that's the plan. Yep, Syracuse, New York, yeah. About a 5-hour drive from where I live. I visited the campus over the summer and really loved it. And obviously they have a great reputation for sports broadcasting, as that ball came out, but already down was McConkey. He picked up the first down of the 24. Yes, I am on YouTube as well. But I'll put that in the chat for those of you on Twitch. I'll put my YouTube channel is just literally my name. So if you type this into YouTube, you'll find my channel. In fact, let me actually get the link to my channel to make it easier for you. I'll do that momentarily, as don't really have anything else to do at this blowout game. 2:43 remaining. Georgia going to hand it off again. That's Milton for 3. All right, here we go. A reminder that on New Year's Day tomorrow, it's a great triple header. Oklahoma State, Notre Dame at 1 Eastern Time. Utah, Ohio State at 5, and then at 8:45, it's Baylor against Ole Miss. All right, I just posted the link to my YouTube channel in the Twitch chat, so there you go. Rest up these next 6 months? Yeah, I don't know how much resting up I'll be doing, Bargov. I'll still be very, very busy. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I love calling my high school's games for the local TV channel. I'm also doing some PA announcing for my high school, which is a lot of fun. So it's busy, but it's a good time. Yeah, thanks, Vaughn. Yeah, I'm going to Division I school. It's exciting, man. Yeah. 3rd down and 5 now for Georgia. You're going to sub to my YouTube channel. I appreciate that, Yabo. I appreciate that. The Bulldogs yet again in the red zone. 1:15 to go. 2 receivers to the right. I'd expect them to run again, and they do. That's Edwards trying to plow his way forward, but Michigan able to stop him. 4th down and about 2 with under a minute remaining. Yeah, it's over now, Vaughn. And safe to say now that it was over about 2 hours ago, huh? Georgia will bring the play clock all the way down as Kirby Smart will call a timeout with 1 second on the play clock, 16 seconds. Make it 14 seconds left in the game. And we'll see what Kirby Smart decides to do here on 4th and 3. You might as well run a play and go for it. Have nothing to lose. Pretty deep into Michigan territory. I think that's what he's thinking about doing. Some Georgia fans with a sign that says, "See y'all in Indy." Another fan with a sign that says, "We need natty tickets," with their Venmo account listed. That's funny. Should be a great atmosphere in Indianapolis for the national championship game in 10 days' time. Yeah, but I still play soccer a little bit. I don't play for my high school anymore. I had too many injuries. But yeah, I did play soccer. This is mainly my dad's memorabilia behind me. I do love soccer, don't get me wrong. I love every sport, to be honest. But yeah, my dad was a college soccer coach, so yeah, a lot of the stuff is his. As they run it ahead for the 1st down, and the clock will run down to 000. It's all over in the Capital One Orange Bowl. The Georgia Bulldogs are moving on to the college football playoff final. Domination from the start, 34-11. They knock off the Michigan Wolverines. What a performance. What a game for Georgia. A statement win, it's safe to say, as they will get ready for a rematch with Alabama. Should be an enticing rematch on tap as Georgia seek revenge against their conference rivals in 10 days. Sounds great, Vaughn. I'll see you in 2022, man. It sounds great. Yeah, I'm here on the East Coast. We're only 59 minutes away from 2022, in fact. So yeah, everyone have a happy new year. Have a wonderful 2022. I will be back. I'm thinking about maybe doing the Bruins game tomorrow afternoon. The Bruins are finally back from like a 2-week break from COVID tomorrow. I may or may not do that, but I'll definitely be on for the Patriots on Sunday. As I'll let you guys actually listen into an interview quickly before I sign off. Here are the thoughts of Georgia's Nakobe Dean. What a performance from the linebacker. Oh, no. Actually, they're not going to do him. Here's Kirby Smart, Georgia head coach.
That's not what it's about right now. You know what I mean? I'm so happy with these kids. They fought their tail off, answer a million questions about our team, bouncing back and how you play. We got a lot of high character guys on our team, and they played their tail off today.
You guys did have to answer a lot of questions. What did they answer on the field for you?
Well, we got a lot of courageous guys who fight their tail off, a lot of coaches, great organization. This is for the University of Georgia, and really the commitment these guys have shown over the last 3 weeks of working their tail off.
How does your belief in Stetson Bennett is paid off tonight?
Well, Stetson's a good football player. JT is too. We got 2 really good quarterbacks, and I think the country should know that. Stetson's made some really good plays with his feet. He's kept things alive. He's a good quarterback, but so is JT. We're very fortunate to have both of them.
Guys, now you have a rematch against Alabama. What do you have to fix to be successful there?
We got a lot of things to fix. We got to fix some of them over the break. They got about a 5-6 hour head start on us. We got to get back and get to work for what is a really good football team.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Go Dogs. Go Dogs.
All right, there are the thoughts of Kirby Smart, head coach of the Georgia Bulldogs. And now here is the star quarterback, Stetson Bennett.
Young man, how do you describe what you and your teammates did tonight?
It felt nice. It felt nice after that last game we had. We came out, executed, especially the first half. It felt awesome. There's not much else I can say. It was awesome.
It's obvious to me, having been in Athens so much this year, watching your teammates right now shout your name, how much they love you. What has this journey been like for you, Stetson?
Man, you just put your head down and you work every single day. And, there's a lot of words coming out from other people, but these dudes right here, they never say anything. They just come to work every single day and they got my back, and it makes it really easy.
You guys get one more shot at Alabama. What is this team's ceiling?
Hopefully to win it. I don't know. I think we're good enough. Obviously, they're a great team. But yeah, we're going to enjoy this one tonight and then start preparing for them tomorrow.
Tremendous performance, young man. Congratulations. Enjoy it.
All right, there's Stetson Bennett soaking it all in. And now we hear from Nakobe Dean before I sign off.
Back on the field after that last loss, how did this really manifest itself tonight?
Yeah, it's just the work we put in. I feel like we got better over the last 3 weeks, focusing on ourselves, focusing on our opponent. We just the team works hard, and hard work works.
Coach said that you guys have to take a hard look in the mirror and see what has to get fixed against Alabama now. What are some of those things that you felt like you fixed tonight that will be better going forward?
A lot of things. Every facet of the game, I felt like a lot of younger guys got better over these last 3 weeks, and I feel like we was able to get better over these last 3 weeks just working together. So I feel like in every facet of the game, we got to get better these next 2 weeks and just work.
A young man from Horn Lake, Mississippi, what's going to be like to play for a national championship next week?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing that I'm in this position. And I appreciate you giving a shout out to Horn Lake and Tony Good, Mississippi. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you next week. Chris, back to you.
All right, there's a very happy Nakobe Dean for good reason. He and the Georgia Bulldogs are off to the national championship game. And what's good, Hugo? Happy New Year to you as well, man. Thanks for stopping by. And I wouldn't go as far as to say Alabama's the champion again just yet. I think Georgia are going to put up one good fight in the national championship game, Hugo. So, sure, Alabama will be the favorites, and I agree with that. But I still believe that that Georgia have a shot. I do. So we shall see. Will I do the national championship game? Yeah, I really hope to, Jeffrey. I have to check my schedule again, but hopefully I have nothing else going on that night. I don't think I do, but yeah, we'll see. All right. Yeah, you too, Yabo. Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year to all of you who have tuned into the broadcast. I'm Samuel Reese saying good night, everybody. Georgia defeats Michigan 34-11 in the Orange Bowl and advance to the College Football Playoff National Championship and set up a rematch with Alabama.